Hey guys, the question is, do I have to use the school photographer for my senior yearbook pictures? And the answer is yes and no, and that depends. Hey guys, it's Dan Busler from Dan Busler Photography. We specialize in photographing portraits, live performances, and events from our studios here in Walpole and also on location. You know, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. I actually did a blog post earlier today. It's a question that I get all the time. Do you need to use the school photographer for your senior pictures? Well, look, you got the postcard in the mail with your session date and time, so I guess you have to go, right? Well, actually, the answers I'm going to give you to this question will apply to no matter where you are in the country, as far as I know, and to pretty much the professional photographers that you'll find in your town. So anyway, the answer is yes. If your school uses sort of a private school and they use a professional photographer, they require you to dress a certain way, and they want you to look a particular way. They want to ensure that all the pictures in the yearbook are exactly the same. So in that case, yes, you need to use their photographer, but it's also, the answer is no, because if you want the additional things that a professional photographer can do for you, whether it be posing and backgrounds and just give you the time, then you can also go to a portrait photographer. But look, your private high school, they're not trying to restrict you from having epic senior pictures to remember this big milestone in your life. They just don't want you looking like all goth in your torn jeans and high heels in what they consider their yearbook. So anyway, but for most of you out there, you're in public high schools. Most high schools have contracted with a national photo factory company. You probably know them, to photograph everything from their kindergartners to their senior high portraits. And believe me, this is not a bad thing. They offer very consistent quality, and they have thousands of photographers across the country, and they photograph millions of pictures a year. So I've known lots of these photographers who have worked for these sort of photo factory companies early on in their careers. And some of them are really, truly great photographers. But to be candid, the ads that I've seen to recruit these photographers for these companies often say no photography experience required, we'll train you. And if you've worked with a professional photographer in the past, you know that there are a lot of great things that a photo session can include, and it's a lot more than just taking pictures. But if all you want is the headshot for your yearbook, the school photographer is going to be just fine. Although I don't believe that they do sort of the portrait enhancements like smoothing the skin and other enhancements, something that a professional photographer will do automatically for all the prints that you get. It's always included in the price of anything. I don't believe any of these enhancements are certainly not included in the free pictures you get from these sort of photo factory photographers. And they might possibly not be in the purchased packages unless you pay extra. In our studio, we do actually offer something called just the Essentials package, and it's focused on giving you just that one great picture for the yearbook. And of course, we also include a whole pile of prints. I'm guessing that this is an option that all the professional photographers in your town will also offer. Look, high school graduation is one of the few milestones in your life. And it's and don't forget, it's a big thing in your parents' and guardians' life as well. I mean, let's look at the milestones. Birth, that's a big one. Graduation from high school, when you head off to college, or start a trade or a job, go into the military, and then of course you get married, and then there's the birth of your own kids, and it all starts over again. Truth is, you'll never be in this place again. You'll never have the same set of friends, many of which you've had since you were in nursery school. You never have the same set of values either. And you'll probably never dress as cool as you do right now. So what will this experience mean to you after you look back years from now, after what you've experienced in life has really changed your life path and changed the friends that you have and so forth. So I think you should celebrate this milestone in your life and consider using or talking to a professional photographer in your town for senior sessions, because no one's going to be watching. They're not going to be standing in line waiting their turn for their pictures. Now, if you'd like to learn more about my studio, just give us a call, Dan Busler Photography in Walpole at 781-352-4863 to schedule a time to get together. I really can't wait to meet you and answer any questions that you or your parents might have. So that's really it for now, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.